Welcome to this new video where I will be laying wood look tile in a single-story house. 2 rooms, about 40 square meters to cover between the living room, the dining room and the kitchen. I'm not taking care of the bedrooms, the bathroom or the toilet. The owner did the rest. He also provided the tiles, which come from a DIY store whose name starts with King and ends with Merlin. The tile reference is LB Cendre. You have all the information you need to find it. Otherwise, I'll put a link in the description. So the owner provided me with the tiles. I'll need to vacuum the screed, apply the primer, then the tile adhesive, lay the tiles, and finish with the grout. 2 partitions were demolished. A leveling compound was poured, but there's a slight height difference between it and the old floor near the bay window and front door. So I'm gonna cheat a bit with Pavlift. They're self-leveling tile spacers. I wanted to try them out for this occasion, but honestly, I'm more of a fan of this type of self-leveling spacers, the base and the wedge. You place the base in the tile adhesive, the tile. You put in the wedge and tighten it with the pliers. This brand is perfect level. There are plenty of others, like Sidamo for example. I'll put all the links in the description. It looks like this. The base goes into the tile adhesive, whether it's floor tile or wall tile. Then you put the wedge into the base and tighten it with the pliers. And whether it's wall tile or floor tile, everything sits flush, so there's no difference in level. So I had to cheat a bit. I told you I used Pavlift. It only screws in, no need for pliers, but for me, I really prefer the pliers. It's just a matter of habit. I'll also put the Pavlift in the description. There's a link, you can check it out. The self-leveling spacer is really great. But in this case, I checked it with a straight edge. The screed is relatively flat. It's really great. There's nothing to complain about there. So I didn't really need to use a self-leveling spacer for the rest, but if you have differences in level, I really recommend you pour a leveling compound. And even use self-leveling spacers for the entire surface. It comes at a cost, but in the end, it's worth it. You're also going to discover the Monolith Master Puma, the tile cutter I used for this project. It's great, it makes perfect cuts. You also have the link in the description. I'll let you check all that out, and we'll see each other soon for another video. A quick introduction to the new tiling project I have coming up. So here we have 40 square meters. I'm only doing the tiling. I'm not taking care of the rest of the walls, the ceiling or installing the kitchen. No electricity or plumbing, I'm just doing the tiling. So here, it was partitioned back then. It was demolished. A leveling compound was poured. I checked the flatness with my straight edge, which is over there. Overall, it's satisfactory. I've seen worse. So I'm going to tile this whole area plus the kitchen area. The small hallway here that leads to the bedrooms. This hallway that leads to the bathroom and the toilet. And the kitchen, well, since there's a delay on the construction site. Actually, there's a delay on all the construction sites, by the way. They're installing the kitchen. I'm going to lay my tiles right up to the plastic feet. I'm going to tile under the washing machine and under the dishwasher. So, the tiles are here. They're 60 cm by 15 cm. They're wood look tiles. There you go. This is flexible adhesive. And the primer, here it is. So the goal here is to clean everything. Give it a quick sweep to remove the bigger stuff. Vacuum everything. And then apply the primer for adhesion. Let it dry. And after that, we lay the tiles. We spread the adhesive and lay the tiles. Alright, the tiling is now finished. So the next step will be to do the grouting. And before doing the grouting, I'm going to vacuum, because even though I cleaned the joints with a sponge each time, you see, it's clean. We can go take a look elsewhere. There are no traces of glue sticking out or anything, because I cleaned everything with a sponge as I went along. So we lose some time during the installation, but we make up for that time afterwards. Now, I don't have to clean anything. Well, there's some dust of course. I'll vacuum, but my joints are clean. As I explained, I stopped right up against the plastic legs. I kept working in that area for the dishwasher or washing machine, but I can't recall which goes there. And here, same thing. So grout. Here, we're going to grout everything. In my little hallway that leads to the bathroom and the toilet, same thing. There you go. So that's marker. You know, I'm going to remove it.
With alcohol, or it'll come off with sealant. So I went around the frames. There you go.
And then same for the rooms. Up. So there you go. So now we're going to tackle the joints. Alright, cleaning is done. I washed the floor 4 times. It took at least that much to remove the haze, and even after cleaning it 4 times, I think there are still a few spots where the haze will show up here and there, but that's completely normal. With a swipe of the mop, it'll come off. So, for those who are wondering, the grout is medium gray. Too light or too dark, I think it wouldn't have worked. The medium is just right. Of course, it's going to lighten as it dries, but it will blend in with the shades of the tiles. So, I'll give you a little tour of the kitchen, alright? Okay, washing machine and dishwasher. I don't really remember what the person told me. Washing machine and dishwasher, it doesn't matter. I also cleaned underneath. Same here. I cleaned in the hallway and I also cleaned the door frames. Leaving a worksite clean is important. Because as you saw, it's a worksite. There are still people who have to come in. But that's no excuse to leave your worksite dirty. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, talk about it with people around you, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you soon for another video. Bye.